base. He started 2017 and then 2021. He's the kind of like the original guy. He was able to accumulate 1,200 receiving yards throughout his career, also accumulate 10 touchdowns. He did not have a year of receiving over 400 yards, but he was a tone setter for this Alabama A&M receiving corps. He was one of the first guys out here doing it. He was the original wide receiver one. He got there a year before Coach DeJuan Taylor. Coach DeJuan Taylor got to Alabama A&M in 2018. So from Zay Moore, we have Tank Dell in 2018. Tank Dell he enters into Alabama A&M, plays a couple games, wins the Gulf Coast Classic as an MVP, is one of the best receivers at Alabama A&M, but it doesn't work out. He ends up transferring to a junior college, then transfers from there to Houston, University of Houston, where he balls out, ends up getting drafted this past year. Another guy with great talent that was at Alabama A&M, doing his thing, quite honestly. He got in and he was able to make a difference as a freshman, which is pretty big. Now, going from Tank Dell, and I'll also name the stats too. He had 12 receptions, only 12 receptions, for 364 yards. He averaged 91 yards a game with 12 catches. Only played in 4 games. Just leave that there. Okay, so then we have another guy who I consider the rock of this receiving corps, which is Brian Juice Jenkins. He was the receiver who was there the entire duration of Akil Glass's career. Entire duration of it. All, I believe, 5 years. He is the rock for this receiving corps. He is the guy that bridges the years between Zay Moore and Odu and Abdul Fattah Ibrahim. He bridges those gaps. He is the leader in this receiving group for some time, even through COVID. He is the leader through this receiving group. He recorded 48 catches for 470 yards and 2 touchdowns, along with 6 rushes for 21 yards his freshman season. He had a very big breakout freshman season. Consistently, he stayed around the 300 to 400 yard range throughout his career at Alabama A&M, and now, as of recent, he has transferred for his graduate senior season, but he put in so much time for his Alabama A&M team, almost 5 years in playing experience. He was able to bridge the gap to guys like Odu Hilaire, who ended up really breaking the glass ceiling for Alabama A&M receivers. So when Odu Hilaire came, Odu Hilaire in 2021 caught 71 catches for 918 yards, 9 touchdowns. He averaged 91 yards a game. He was the game breaker at Alabama A&M. Another guy that went with him, I spoke about him earlier, is Abdul Fattah Ibrahim. Abdul Fattah Ibrahim in 2021 caught 67 catches for 1,008 yards, 8 touchdowns. These two guys completely broke the ceilings. They were some of Akil Glass's highest receivers. They led the team in receiving yards and really led the SWAC in receiving yards in 2021. They completely ripped everything up. They were the best examples of this outlaw receiving group. That is exactly what Coach DeJuan Taylor had been working towards since 2018, was to be able to get together a group of guys that can almost pair together for 1,000 yards. So this outlaw receiving group is A1. There's not so many other receiving groups that's going to be better. I'm not saying that this is the best wide receiver group in HBC football, but this is definitely one of them. Coach DeJuan Taylor knows how to develop talent, knows how to find talent, spot talent, and get it to come to his school. Proof is in the details. Just look at the names, check out some of the numbers. So I finally got that graphic together